Good afternoon. Today is Saturday, June 20th. It's another beautiful day and I have some quiet time, so I figured I would do an impromptu read. I'm going to shuffle the cards, create 3 piles, then you can pause the video, meditate, and then in the description box go to the pile that is drawn, that you're feeling drawn to. Thank you. Pile 1, we'll start here. Pile 2, please. Ooh, way too much. Way too much, thank you. Thank you. Pile 2. And pile 3, please. Thank you very much. And there's pile 3. So, and I'll put that here. Pile 1, 2, and 3. Meditate, and then go in the description box below this the video box, and click on the pile, and it will bring you right to the pile. I'll see you in the read. If you chose pile 1, this is your pile. Let's see what card came out from the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot deck. We have the Star. Beautiful, beautiful card. It seems like you're under the spotlight. Look at this angel carrying the jugs of water and trying to get it back where it belongs without wasting as he transports it. It's a balancing act. But as the angel moves on, the burden is less as it goes back. Finds his footing through the rocks, maintains his composure, and continues the journey in following the message. And 17 breaks down to 8, which is, it's a never-ending loop that goes around and around, the north and the south, as above, so below. As in the spirit is in the body. Let's see what the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck has to say. For pile 1, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. The violet robe, the violet robe is standing out to me. So something in particular could have happened at Easter, and as I'm saying that, the Jesus card comes out. It's not actually Jesus in this card, but it's the great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. So that is a confirmation that your spiritual experiences have helped you become this star and balanced in the way that you maintain your emotions and you allow the divine to show you where to walk through the rocky terrain, which you could very easily step on one of these boulders, twist an ankle, bust an ankle for that matter. So keep going. I believe it was in yesterday's reading, and I really can't remember which pile it was. But I also mentioned that your guardian angel has been with you from the very beginning. And if you think about your life experiences throughout your growing up ages, I think you could say, wow, that is amazing. And I know I have experienced it. I know I'm not alone. I mean, we are all God's children in one form or fashion. It's when we're aware and awake. And yeah, some people like to throw stones, but you know what Jesus said about that, don't you? He who has not sinned, throw the first stone. Was there a stone casted? Absolutely not. In fear of God himself to say, how dare you? So don't ever let other people's thoughts or opinions stop you. They're nothing. And I'm going to keep this G and keep my mouth clean, even though I have a saying that's coming to me and I'm having a very hard time biting my tongue. But that's okay. I'm going to be bigger than that. See? He wouldn't stoop to that level, as we read in the Bible. Let me see what the Whispering Woods messages have to say for pile 1. Thank you. Thank you. And yes, Easter has something to do with this, the time frame. Thank you. Let go. Okay. Teach, inspire others, and let nature be your greatest teacher. The greatest way to teach anyone is through your actions, not your words, because lip service is very cheap these days. Actions speak louder than words, folks. Teach through your actions. And even when your action, like, say you're struggling with anger, because I struggled with anger when I was younger. If you're struggling with anger with something and reacting to something, and regardless if it's right or wrong, okay, regardless if you're right because you know it's wrong, the reaction is wrong. And as you grow aware that that's wrong, you bite your tongue and you try to do something nice in place of the negative that you wanted to do. And not only does it do something for the person that did wrong to you, it also helps you internally. And the more you practice that, and it's very hard in the beginning, very hard, depending where you're coming from and what circumstances, believe you me, very difficult. But if you keep plugging away at that, you will find it easier to do, and you're growing a better practice for yourself. Trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Meaning, don't get complacent. Trust that if that job crumbles tomorrow, you have the capability of getting your ass up and figuring it out. Don't sit there, woe's me, and let everybody else pay your way. What satisfaction does that give you anyway? Uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. Eventually. If you keep training yourself, the fog will lift. You'll not only change, but you have irreversibly changed other people, unbeknown to them and to you. And sometimes, if you're lucky, you will see how those changes took place down the road in someone else's life, and you can say, wow, God is amazing. That's how it works. But I hope someone received a message here. I'm going to leave it here, and I wish you a lovely day, and I'll see you on the next read. Hi, if you chose pile 2, this is your read. Let's see what the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot deck has to say for you today. You received the King of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles in traditional tarot. Are you someone down to earth? Or are you dealing with someone down to earth that is really grounded, a people person, and genuinely wants to help others without fear of someone overcoming them or becoming greater than what they are? As a matter of fact, this type of person would be thrilled if someone surpassed him in the genuinest of ways. And sadly, people like this have learned at a young age that people can take advantage of people like that. So they become wiser. They control their money in a sense way, but it doesn't overrun their life. They're still rooted within themselves and in nature and in God. And it comes up from there and it multiplies. And this king has learned that that's the best way to go through life. Let's see what the angels and oracle have to say about this. It could be somebody of wealth as well. Oops. I'm going to keep the one that's facing. Somebody of wealth as well, but they don't come across as wealthy because they keep themselves, again, down to earth. They don't want to be judged by the amount of money that they have obtained within their life. They don't want to be known for that. Nothing wrong with it, but that's not what their intentions are. And we actually got 2. Okay, I think this is confirmation. I'm going to keep it. So we have the King of Earth or the King of Pentacles. And the lady came out, which is like the star card in traditional tarot, which means good fortune is coming through and you're reaping the fruits of your efforts through this life. And again, springtime. And maybe if you listen to pile 1, there was a significance of spring in there that I noted that came through. So maybe this pile is in conjunction of pile 1 or vice versa. But this transition started back in the spring when abundance is coming. Or perhaps it's going to be next spring, after the next winter, if you haven't seen it yet and you're working on something and you're waiting for it to come through. Here's your sign. The spring and the star means you are in the spotlight and you are doing fabulous, regardless of how your circumstances seem. Because it may come in the spring, if it hasn't already happened in this past spring for you. And maybe that was just the start of it. Let's see what the Whispering Woods messages have to say, pile 2. Thank you. Pile 2 messages, please. Thank you. Can I get one more, please? Oh, two more. Okay, I guess you get two more. I'm not going to argue with the messages. Let's see what we got. All right. Flow. Go with the flow as water does down a river. Do not hurry. This king of earth has learned that it takes time, pruning, tending to the weeds that crop up here and there to keep things smooth. Okay, go with the flow. Don't go looking for things, like really digging. Just deal with what is and keep it going in the direction that you want it to go, and you will see. Woods, be calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. Sorry, I didn't show you the card in case you want to read it yourself. Okay, again, he has learned through life's experiences not to rush. Things take time if you want them to last and bring fruit. Trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Just as this king trusts that he knows what he's doing to grow his pentacles, he knows even greater not to let it overrule his roots of his beliefs and prayer and life and people around him and the genuine care. Retreat. Spoil yourself in the morning mist. Breathe in the eucalyptus trees, berries, and waddle. Stop and take time to smell the roses. Just as this king has learned to stay deep in his roots, and things take time with patience and nurturing to grow his pentacles to the point where he can give away to people and it returns to him tenfold. This lady has taken time to reap one of the apples she has sown, and she's going to eat that nutritious apple and reap the fruits from the nutrients. Enjoy. Don't only work, but enjoy. Truly, truly take time to enjoy something. And again, it's in the spring. If it has not already happened, it will be in the next spring. I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope someone received something from this message, and I will see you on the next read, and enjoy the rest of this lovely day. Hi everyone. If you picked pile 3, then this is your read. Let's see what the Guardian Angels Message Tarot deck has to say. The 8 of Fire came up, which is the 8 of Wands in traditional tarot. It looks like things have picked up. If they haven't, they are going to pick up very, very, very soon. Not only are you going to become busy, but you're going to have a lot of incoming messages, whether it be people, phone calls, messages, you name it. It's coming. So if it hasn't already, enjoy your quiet because it's coming to a close. And I'm sensing that a lot of us, and I speak for myself in this department, if this read is for me as well, a lot of us have been looking forward to something moving because it's been so still for so long. It's like, why? It makes no rhyme or reason. Well, whatever it was wasn't done cooking, and folks, it's just about done. And when it is, it's gonna pop, and each one of these incoming. So get ready if you're not busy. You will be. Let's see what the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck has to say for pile 3 regarding this busy time. Messages for pile 3. This one? Yes. Okay. Okay. You got Stand Your Ground with the Mountains card. Don't let these arrows bombard you, create chaos, create confusion, get you off your course. Stand your ground. You will get through this. But just don't fly by the seat of your pants, okay? Like I like to say, keep your eye to the true north. Try not to lose grasp of what the true north is, because sometimes through the battles and through the work, you can sit there saying, well, what did I just do this for? You got to remember your north. It helps your journey. So stand your ground. Let's see what the Whispering Woods has to say. Pile 3. Messages for pile 3, please. No. Messages for pile 3, please. Thank you. Oh, you're saying yeah. That's what I wanted. Okay. And this one. Thank you. So we have time. Embrace in the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. Time. Confirmation with the bird in the back landing and they're getting a drink. I hear them chirping. They're like, she's still out here. Time. Stand your ground. Don't be in a rush. Don't be rushed because of all these messages and action coming in. Follow your true north. Time. You will see. Reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. Reconnect with yourself. Don't be pushed to go in directions you don't want. Stay true to yourself through all the chaos. Reconnect. You may end up reconnecting with other people that have the same mindset as you, that may not have had the same mindset before. Remember, everybody is changing. What I like to do when I meet people is basically I go by what I see, how they treat me, and I go by that interaction. I can hear what others have to say and certainly take it in as food for thought, but it does not necessarily sway with my decision, because I have come to realize over time through my own journey that people really can change if they sincerely want to. However, when people want to show you that they've changed, it can't just happen for a day or two. True change lasts. And I speak for myself in that department when I talk to others. Okay, so I'm not telling others to do something that I don't try practicing myself. Am I perfect? Hell no. But I do know I get back up and I try again. And I try to learn from my mistakes. And when we do make mistakes, it really doesn't mean that it's bad. It's a lesson we had to learn as a human, as a soul having a human experience in this lifetime. So we're all at different places within our journey, and no matter what our ages are, and we have to remind ourselves of that. change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. Again, change. It takes time for change, right? If you're working on your own bad habit, it takes time to break that habit. But once you do, and I forgot what pile it was that I just did. I believe it was 2. This may correlate with the change. You know, stand your ground. You may have older people, and when I mean older people, people of your past that you may have thought, I'm never going to deal with them again. They may creep back up in your life. But again, keep in mind, everybody is on a journey, and not everybody is exactly where they were when you remembered the memories. Doesn't mean you have to go gung ho forward, full motion, whatever. However, you can allow a little freedom for somebody else to have grown as well, and maybe display that growth and surprise you. And then in turn, you're going to grow and say, wow, depending what each of our experience is. So change is good. It takes time. And you may reconnect with old people. And when I say old people, I mean people of the past. That could be some of the messages coming in too. I do hope you got something from this reading. And I wish you a very lovely day, and I will see you on the next one.